Joining me right now is Atlas Organization founder and the author of The Decisive Decade. Jonathan D.T. Ward writes all about the U.S.'s response to China's aggression in this decisive decade. Jonathan, good to see you. Thanks very much for being here. What is your reaction to the Biden-Xi meeting?
Well, look, Maria, I mean, on one hand, the expectations have been set very low. I mean, bringing most of the cabinet or most of the significant cabinet secretaries together to sit across from the Chinese counterparts and trying to get somewhere on, further dialogue and fentanyl. I mean, those seem to be the deliverables. But on the other hand, they don't keep these promises. We already know that. They have made promises on fentanyl before. And, we're not really going to see any real change in China's actual grand strategy. I mean, what they want is to buy time through diplomacy with the United States so that their economic, trajectory stays on course. I mean, they want to remain engaged with the U.S. They never would have gotten this far without American capital, technology, and market access, and they just need to get a little more of that for the decade ahead. And if we don't call them on that, if we don't move forward, we're going to realize that there was this moment that we had where we could have stopped the rise of China, changed the geopolitical game, and regained our own ascendancy, and we will have lost it. So I think these sorts of meetings, the problem really is what comes after. I mean, the CEO summit, where you get 400 business leaders and government officials together, I mean, that sort of signal, I mean, it's normalizing this dictatorship, bringing essentially a dictator who's killing 70,000 Americans a year through fentanyl flows, who's backing Putin's war in Ukraine, who's, carrying out all sorts of human rights atrocities within his own country, and saying it's normal to have dinner with this man. It's okay to do that. And that's the real problem, because if we don't disengage, if we don't curb capital and technology and market access, then they are going to continue to gain on us, and we're going to get a much darker day later in this decade.